Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Wherever you find yourself in this weird, wild, wacky world we're in. This is another scene for Unmask Orlando, the Werewolf the Apocalypse venue. This evening's scene is set on Sept, at the heart of Aeolus, the Sept in the Ocala National Forest in Ocala, Florida. And I will run through and let our PCs introduce themselves and figure out what we're doing this evening, what everyone's up to. First up, we have Aziza.
Aziz, okay, I know what I'm going to do. Aziza has set up a little community-style picnic dinner for everyone in the parking lot area by the Sept Apartments. For anyone to show up and get food if they want it.
There is no parking lot at the Sept Apartments. Cars aren't allowed on the Sept.
I meant the little outside area.
The little... There is, like, little picnic tables and stuff out in, like, a main courtyard area.
That's what I was talking about, was the courtyard area.
Okay. I'm sure people will enjoy that. Speaking of Petrovas, we have Casper.
Yes, Casper's here. A face that hasn't been seen in a little bit. He's been busy the last, I'll say, nearly 6 months. Hasn't come on set, has been busy with his own stuff, and figures now, especially now that he has family here, he's going to, direct family here, and that he knows
the
of.
Petrovas have been here for at least 3 years.
So, he decides, now they know that I'm here. So I'm going to come on set anyways. Probably good idea to catch up too. So yes, he comes up and sees his niece and smiles. Dressed only black because Petrova.
You and her both.
That's because you're both fucking Petrovas. Okay. Up next is Darla.
Darla will approach the picnic area. She's got her staff in hand as always. Just appropriate for the weather, which apparently is in the 80s. What is wrong with you, Florida?
It's Florida. That's what's wrong with it.
So she's dressed appropriate for the weather, and also with no sense of modesty.
As lupus tend not to have. So, and our last face to show up is our new cub.
He has been partially avoiding Estrella and decided I'm just going to head out into one of the gatherings and see what comes of it. He's probably just kind of looking at the food and saying, okay, what do we got here? And like he's expecting somebody to try and pull a trick on him.
No, he's not the only one avoiding Estrella. There are several people doing that.
Well, I'm going to stay for a moment because it's about to get loud and hectic. Aziza will see Christopher first, and she'll be like, "Oh, hello, welcome. Go on, take a plate. It's all free."
I'm glad it's free. I don't exactly have much on me.
Oh, you poor young man. Sit here. I'll prepare you a cup of sweet tea.
Will I get diabetes from it, or is it more like water with some flavor?
A nice medium.
You might get the plate.
As soon as she hears the voice, her eyebrow twitches, and she slowly looks around.
Well, if it isn't my favorite aunt, my favorite aunt. His wife isn't my favorite niece, whose name starts with an A.
If you can't remember
And
my
he'll open his arm.
the look
I said it starts with an A.
She is very stoned and cold-faced, stare down, not blinking at him. And she goes, if you can't remember my name, you don't get any food, Uncle Casper. It's bad enough you've been avoiding us.
Is it else? April? She's smiling at her.
She's begun to start moving food from anywhere around Casper towards Christopher.
It's Elisa.
Chris just kind of gets the plate and just kind of like starts backing away very slowly.
It's Aziza. There. Happy? God. Just because I don't keep contact doesn't mean I don't love you. I know your name.
She starts slowly twisting her neck enough that it makes her neck crack. And then she looks him square in the face and she goes, you're lucky I'm a lady unlike father or a grandfather.
Your father's already yelled at me.
It's not at this point that this guy walks up in Hamid. I will pull his overlay up so everyone can see it.
Is it known that he's,
No.
his father-in-law?
She
So
doesn't
yeah,
even know.
Casper blinks. Casper blinks.
Aziza is blinking. She goes, I hope you don't take offense to this, sir, but you look just like my father.
Okay.
Welcome. Have some food. And she is totally trying her best to send a message to her father about this situation with a little picture.
He looks a little weirded out. Now, Casper, holy shit, this looks just like a younger version of Alexei.
Yeah. Yeah, Casper's just blinking.
The message to Alexei consists of a picture of him and what did you create?
Yeah, Casper also sends him a message saying, who did you fuck and leave?
He extends a hand. Mateo Perez, deeded cold wrath of thunder, born on 4 legs under no moon, aider of the Shadow Lords.
Oh, now she's gonna be even more respectful. She'll smile so sweetly at him. She'll go, I'm Aziza Petrova. I'm deeded Quiet Fire. I'm a Cleoth of the Shadow Lord, the Silent Striders, damn it. And I'm the daughter of Alexei. And I'm she's a Philodox, I believe.
Yes.
And she's a Philodox. There we go.
Is it bad that I remembered that you were Philodox and you had to...
I'm running on short sleep here. Give me a break.
Spoken to the queen of running on no sleep.
You were born in it. You mastered it. And you gazed upon it.
But yeah, the fact that he is a lupus ragabash just kind of, drives home even further. Oh shit. He's like a tiny Alexei.
I'm Casper Petrova. I can folk of the Shadow Lords, and most probably your uncle.
I'm guessing you two are related?
He's my uncle. On my
Also yours, probably. Also yours, probably your half sister.
On that note, I'm gonna go.
No.
Stop scaring new people for me to meet away, Uncle. or I'm going to go find a woman to drive you back into that little hole you've been hiding in.
I have a wife, thank you.
Yep, Mateo will fuck off at that because these people are fucking weird.
Must you scare everyone we meet away, Casper?
What's my last name?
Just because our last name is Petrova does not mean we must always be intimidating.
I
Hey,
wasn't
here's a face
intimidating, I was weird.
that Chris recognizes.
Mm-hmm.
It's the den mother, at least the temporary one.
Yep. And like he kind of like looks up because he's just like, wait, I recognize that one. And
She lays a hand on his shoulder. How you doing, kiddo?
he holds up a finger because he's got his mouth full of food.
Yeah.
He swallows. He's just like, sorry, I'm hungry.
But dinner's in like 2 hours.
And I'll be hungry then too.
Fair enough. Regarding our appetites are...
I'm sorry. It's partially my fault. I cook when I'm stressed and decided to give it away.
Stop lying, it's
all
completely
good.
your fault. And I
It's
wasn't
less
scaring
control.
him.
I am the temporary den mother, while my twin brother takes care of his new baby.
I'm Aziza Petrova, and that over there is my special needs uncle, Casper Petrova.
Wave.
She'll wave at him.
And I wasn't intimidating him. I was being weird. It's different, okay?
Oh dear.
You keep using that word, but I don't think it means what you think it does.
Wait, which word?
Intimidating.
Chris will turn to Darla and be like, have you been watching movies recently?
Yes. She kind of perks up a bit. There was I just watched one with a guy in black chasing after a girl, and there was a really tall guy in it, and a guy with 6 fingers.
And a guy who kept going, hello, my name is Nigo Montoya.
Yes.
Excellent movie.
Too right.
I will have to check it out then.
It's called The Princess Bride.
It sounds like a romance. Maybe grandfather, dad had it.
I don't know. Would it be classified as romance?
I mean, I'd say more, high fantasy, but hey.
I mean, there's action, there's fighting, there is a relationship. I mean, I guess it depends on your definition of romance.
That's what the guy in black had for the girl in white at the end.
Yeah, it's more movies can be very difficult to classify, to put into certain boxes. They don't always fit neatly.
Celeste will look over at Chris. If you need anything, you have my number. I gotta go make sure the cubs don't kill each other. Or anyone else.
He just nods. So then he would have been given the SEPT cell phone plan or whatever, right?
Yeah. Basically, Noah pays for cell phones for anyone on the sept who does not have one. Because Noah can do that.
Darla probably has a cell phone. She has no idea how to work it, and she pokes at it a lot.
She's probably got like a couple numbers on speed dial, and that's it.
Yeah.
It's like, I need to call this person.
What's been going on?
Nope, done. Sorry.
So what's been going on this set in the last? He'll try it out. Like he starts thinking, "Holy shit, 6 months." I've been away for a little bit. So nothing's been going on?
There was an issue with kinfolk going missing.
Hey, Uncle Casper.
He'll hug him.
While Petra's getting hugged, Aziza is still moving food from where Casper was now to the new girl.
Petra, how are you? See, he'll say, "Hey, Petra, how are you, my boy?"
Things are going crazy. Just a bit.
I mean, so kinfolk have been going missing. Were going missing.
Yeah, apparently a black spiral dancer worked at the high school. You might have known him as Garrett Douglas.
Oh, that was. So that's why he hasn't. Well, we probably need a new English teacher now.
Yeah, just a bit.
Are the kinfolk all right?
Only one didn't come back. That was Corinne Nighthorse.
And even if they made it back, they're not going to be all right away. Aziza is going to add her 2 cents in as she sits a cup of tea down in front of Petra.
Petra wrinkles his nose at the tea.
I added
any water.
She's like looking at him with trying to do what people have described as puppy eyes.
Do you have water?
Fine, I'll get you water. Would you prefer some of the bourbon that I got out of Dad's stash before we left?
You know I'm not. Never mind.
She smirks at him while she says that.
I'm pretty sure we saw one of your half-brothers earlier. A few minutes before.
Technically, biologically, he is Zenya's. Casper would know this. Alexei raised him, but biologically speaking, he is Zenya's. But he would still consider them, the half-brother, because...
So yeah, he'll say, pretty sure. He'll say the same thing then.
Huh. I mean, doesn't shock me. Dad's lupus. And I think he's mated with wolves a couple of times.
She's going to get Petra water, and she goes, "Look, if my father..."
Nope, hang on. Sorry. Angry baby. Okay.
If my father Alexei was crazy, drunk, or brave enough to screw someone like my mother, I'm pretty sure there are powerful women out there with his children all over this world. Speaking of which, Petra, what size do you wear?
I don't know.
I have some men's clothes I need to get rid of, and I thought you might like them. They're for more young.
Are they black?
Some of them are, yes.
'Cause unless they're black, they're not going to get worn. Just saying.
I'm starting to see a trend in our family.
What, that we're all emo goth kids? Because that's been a thing for a while, with the exception of like Harmony.
That must be why Holly laughed so much when he saw my headscarf the first time we met.
And it wasn't black?
It was green with little white flowers.
The humanity.
Darla, who's taking the pulled pork by hand, and she's using a cloth or paper towel to wipe some of the barbecue sauce off of it, and is eating it with her fingers. Says, "Are you allergic to other colors? Humans are allergic to weird things."
I'm allergic to many things, but I think it's just a family trait that we avoid lighter colors.
He'll look over at Christopher because that's a face he doesn't recognize and extends a hand.
Chris just shakes it.
Petra Black.
Christopher Martin, Hamid, Cub, Arun.
Hey, picked up on that pretty quick. Shadow Lord Kinfolk. That one is not technically my half sister, but might as well be. And that one is my uncle.
He just kind of like blinks, looks. Is there a flowchart?
I don't think so. There probably needs to be, though.
She's going to come over and take one of Christopher's hands like he's a small child. My dear boy, a simple way to put this. Anyone with the last name Petrova or Black are most likely related.
Also, if you want to show a flowchart for the Petrovas, it would start right here where I'm standing, and right about, and he'll like point out like in the distance. You see that house over there? Yeah, about over there.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna put it this way. Our family are a bunch of sluts. There are a lot of us.
I take offense to that.
What word?
Eat me, Aziza.
What did he say?
Eat me, Aziza.
She sighs. I'm sorry, but we're related. As beautiful as you are, I will not be crossing that line.
Are you sure you're a Petrova?
Are you a slut? I'm told that's a bad thing.
No, I have only ever had sex with 3 men in the past few years. And I only entered the lovely world of mating 6 years ago. So eat me, Petra.
I mean, I've been with 2. Count them, 2. And they're twins.
That must have been... No, I am not going into that part of the Petrova brain.
By
Wait a
been
minute.
with, you mean sex?
Yes. Christopher Martin, you're friends with Harmony Hayden, aren't you?
Was he? Like,
He would have at least known Harmony and Hayden in passing
okay.
because they were really good friends with Connor and Jesse and them. They were 2 years younger than them.
Okay, so they would
And he knows Harmony now because she's a cub.
Okay,
Oh,
so
yeah, she probably knows.
went to school with them, and now I share a clubhouse.
I am their older brother.
Would have Christopher at high school taken the high school here taken drama or soccer?
Soccer, maybe. He was actually, I'm pretty sure I did say soccer at one point.
Yep,
So yeah,
Casper was the soccer coach.
okay. What did Douglas teach again? You said English?
English literature.
Okay.
He definitely had him
Yeah.
because he taught all 4 grades English lit.
Yeah.
He's also heard the term black spiral dancer bandied about a bit. He doesn't probably know exactly what it is yet,
Probably hasn't reached that part of the lessons yet.
but he has heard the term black spiral dancer thrown around with some pretty heavy disdain.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think Casper would have been what, Coach Petrova?
Yeah.
So he's just like, yeah, went to high school. That's how I know Coach Petrova over there. I had classes with Mr. Douglas. What exactly is a black spiral dancer?
Gar that have fallen to the worm.
Aziza has dropped a tray of curry.
Traitors.
Okay. So mental note, stay away from them.
Yeah, there are at least 2 people here that smell very, very strongly of Shadow Lord. Darla smells very highly of Child of Gaia. Aziza smells like a Silent Strider. Has he met any Silent? No, he hasn't met any Silent Striders yet, I don't think. Oh, wait, he met Jack. Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say.
So she smells kind of like Jack.
Okay.
Play with that smell as you will.
Like Chris just kind of like takes a quick breath, a quick sniff with his nose, and he's just like, so how long does it take to try and figure out the intricacies of the scents? Because
Petra just looks over at Aziza because he's kin. So
it's more like a general question to everybody.
Well, it depends exactly what part of the sense you're trying to master. Goddamn curry got everywhere.
you dropped a whole tray of it. So yeah, it got everywhere. Just saying.
I will make you lick it up.
I mean, you can try. I think my girlfriend will whoop your ass, though.
Probably. I am a delicate lady after all. She's going to sit down across from Christopher.
Curry smells really strong.
Tastes good though.
I was gonna say, doesn't she have the strict carnivore flaw?
Yes, she does.
Yeah, she wouldn't like it.
That's why she was dabbing off all the barbecue sauce from the meat.
So, well, what part of the sense are you trying to deal with and understand better, dear?
Probably the fact that we all smell different.
Yeah, like I mean, I know that certain scents are supposed to be, I guess, associated with tribes, and like, is there like a like a stick or something like that, where everybody has a specific scent, and you just be like, okay, this is for this tribe, this one's for the other tribe, or is it just a matter of memorizing them as you encounter them?
For the most part, that would work, yes. But some people have other scents from their personal lifestyles mixed with it. But you can generally tell that different from, how pure we are or not.
The stronger the scent is, the higher their pure breed. So hang on, who here actually has the highest level of pure breed? What is Petras?
Yeah, Petra is 4. I think Casper is also 4.
Yes. Pure breed.
No.
Actually, that's right, he's 5.
Fuck
Okay.
both you guys.
Yeah, so Casper would smell like he definitely has the strongest pure breed.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, he recognizes the Shadow Lord because Celeste is Shadow Lord.
Yes, he would also recognize Fiona because of Maeve and
Bailey.
no, not Bailey. Bailey's not fucking Fiona.
Well, technically, he is.
No, he's not Fiona.
No, he's fucking Fiona.
I mean, he is fucking a Fiona. But yeah, and Saoirse. There we go. Thank you, Brain.
Yes.
Let's see, who else do we have in the Cub House that he would probably recognize the scents for?
The other two gets.
Yes, he would recognize the get because there are 2 other gets in
and they
the
smell
Cub House
similar
with
to him.
Yep. There's also
Child
a
of
Fiona
Gaia.
cub. Yes, he would recognize Child of Gaia because of the 2 cubs that have Child of Gaia pure breed. Who else? We have Deacon, who has Fiona pure breed. He would also recognize Black Fury because of Derek. And Wendigo because of Jonathan.
Okay.
Actually, oddly enough, there's a faint smell of, Black Fury kind of wafting off of Petra. It's clear it's not his pure breed, but there has been some very strong Black Fury all up on that.
But he'd recognize Black Fury, right?
Yes, he would. This is stronger than what he's used to, though.
Aziza is just wiggling her eyebrows at Petra right now.
What? What do you want, woman?
I can smell it on you.
Also, he would actually recognize Black Spiral Dancer pure breed for what it smells like, because there are 2 Black Spiral Dancer purebred cubs.
Yeah, what is it? Demetria and
Demetria and Yuri.
Okay.
They don't stay at the Cub House, so he would not recognize it as well. But they spend enough time around the other cubs that he would at least somewhat recognize it.
And Samara and
Samara does not have it. Hers is covered up by the fact that she chose to be a Shadow Lord.
Okay. Okay, so it'd be like it's like I recall this scent, but it's not like I know exactly what it is 100%.
Yeah, you kind of, it's like, this is familiar and I don't know why.
Okay. Yeah, so Chris would just be like, yeah, I mean, I know I smell. I know I apparently have the scent of a get of Fenris, but I don't know anything about my actual parents. All I know is I was adopted, and I visit my my mother's grave on my birthday.
There are ways to find out who your family is.
Yeah. Noah said that he'd set that up.
He nods.
And worst case scenario, we all just adopt you.
I mean, unless you like black and fucking your sister, I don't recommend the Petrovas, but hey.
What?
I mean, black's not a bad color.
Wait, who was fucking their sister in our family?
Who isn't?
Who isn't? Except,
I'm
like,
not.
me.
I'm not fucking anyone in our family.
I'm very confused.
Are you sure you were a Petrova?
Yes, I'm sure. There was a test. It was positive.
Chris just kind of like looks at Darla and it's just like, I don't think I'm following either.
Just give me a name and I'll go sort them out.
I mean, literally all of your father and all of his brothers?
Oh, she shudders. Oh, I feel dirty just being related to them now.
Did you not know?
How did you not know?
I wasn't raised by the Petrovas.
Clearly.
They know. I mean, did they not tell you?
No, my mother, until I had my first change, had me convinced my stepfather was my father. And then she told me he wasn't, and then she told me I had the option between being my stepfather's wife or this other friend of his that was like 60 years old's wife.
But how long have you been adopted by our family? Haven't they told you?
How long have I lived around the Petrovas? Maybe 4 or 5 years now?
Okay, and they didn't tell you
Telling
that.
you? Were you living at the manor?
I stayed there some nights, but I had my own little place I lived in. It's a house on wheels, and it's great.
Are the Petrovas Silverfangs?
Silver Fangs, Shadow Lords, bit of both.
Out of character note, I love Paul so much right now.
No, we're not Silverfangs. There are the occasional Silverfang in our family, I guess. You know, thanks to Aunt Misha.
My understanding is the Silverfangs, as you put it, fuck their sisters,
So do the Petrovas.
but they're not Silverfangs.
No.
Not all Petrovas. I feel like I need to wave that as a sign above the sept.
So,
I mean, I'm technically a black, so...
is
Yeah.
it bad to fuck your sisters?
Among hominids, 2 legs, it is because it causes disfigurement and illness in the offspring. The hominids make metis when the siblings mate.
So the Silverfangs are broken?
Oh, I don't think I'm explaining this correctly.
Oh lord, guess what? Because this is exactly who I had planned on bringing in next.
Oh god. I wouldn't say they're broken, no. I feel like I'm not... I need a silver fang. Where is a silver fang when I need a silver fang?
I'm kin, but I'm technically a Silverfang.
Oh, you beautiful young lady, please come sit beside me and explain this situation to the young one.
Oh dear. Casper would recognize her. So would Christopher.
Chris just kind of waves, just like, hello.
Eliana.
Hello, Mr. Petrova.
Been a long time. How have you been?
Pretty good. She
Just
kind of wrinkles her nose a little bit at the smell of the food.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is the food upsetting you?
Not so much upsetting. It just... She kind of waves her hand in front of her face for a second and calms down.
It's the
She's gonna-
curry. It smells bad.
She's
She
gonna put,
looks ever so slightly green.
she's gonna put a lid over the remaining curry on the
Nope.
table. And then she's gonna position herself to sit between Casper and the lovely new Silverfang kinfolk because she does not trust Casper.
Casper's happily married.
Dude,
Doesn't matter to her.
Casper. Casper was about to help her get a bucket. Guess what? She was one of my students.
Yes, because she would have taken drama.
Yeah. Get off. He'll push her. And he'll get a bucket for her.
Thank you. So what is it you want me to explain?
I think we need a better understanding of exactly how the Silverfang work. I think is what we were trying to go for.
We're trying to explain Hamid mating methods to a lupus. You don't have to be super detailed about anything personal if you feel uncomfortable. I may have given her the bad image on Silverfang, so I mean, if you know a Silverfang Gauru you could invite over that might explain this better, that would be great.
I could invite Corey.
I do not know Corey, and she looks towards the others of the group.
Corey Petrova.
God damn it! Just hit her head against the table.
And Chris is just like, I don't think that's going to help too much because he's a Petrova as well. Or he might actually help the most.
I need a marker, Uncle Casper. And a large sign to write. We need the sign of all Petrovas. Oh God, we need it so bad on this set.
On the set, we need it all over the fucking world.
Aziza sounds like she's crying into the table at the moment.
He'll hug her.
They're trying to explain to me about sister fucking. She says it very matter-of-factly, not like as a joke.
I know it's common among Silverfang families, or well, it was, and they were trying to stop it from happening. But
We were
So
trying to explain why it was bad and shouldn't be happening and what happens to children born from that.
well, Garu among the Silverfangs tend to be slightly more Hirano prone.
I don't know if Chris would know that term.
No, we probably wouldn't.
He was just like, that word, Hirano.
Oh, it's like a very deep depression that Garu can fall into.
So is it different from Hamid depression?
Very much so. Hirano can kill you.
Fun. Okay. Alrighty then.
So it is bad.
Well, considering I just found out the father of my child is also technically my half-brother,
I'm so confused.
Did you sleep with a Petrova?
Vanya.
Oh, father. Yeah, sorry. He just goes, oh, motherfuck. Ah. And he just holds the bridge off his nose.
Aziza is shaking with the
My
cries.
half-brother through my father, apparently. He had a one-night stand with Misha Petrova, which led to Tatiana and Vanya being born.
One night stand is mating and leaving.
Yeah, that would be kind of... Yeah.
Yeah, and sometimes communication continues, sometimes it never existed in the first place.
And that's bad.
Not necessarily.
Sometimes it's really stressful when you're upset at situations you grew up with and you're drunk in the middle of nowhere and you meet a truck driver in a bar.
Are you speaking from experience?
Kind of sounds like it.
She goes back to sobbing uncontrollably against the picnic table over the ruins of her family.
Chris just kind of turns to Darla. Don't worry, the Hamids aren't much better. There are certain
Sorry, Petrova.
there's certain families that are, I think, probably considered worse than the Petrovas, and they somehow didn't have the what's it called? It brokenness.
Caesar's gonna get up, wipe her face, and be like, I'm going to be right back. I need a special bottle out of my apartment.
I have a brother, and we've never mated.
Probably keep it that way.
Yeah, I mean it's not like anybody's forcing you to do anything. Then it would be wrong, but as long as everybody agrees to it, I don't see a reason why it's bad. Just you got to make sure that everybody understands what's happening.
I have no desire to mate with my brother.
Then don't. And then like Chris motions towards Eliana, and he's just like, from my understanding, she had no desire to mate with her half brother. She had no intentions on mating with specifically her half brother, but the person she mated with, she didn't know was related to her, and so that's why she mated with him. I don't know if it would have changed anything, but we're kind of past that now.
Eliana,
With so many
Sorry,
Petrovas
go
around,
ahead.
I can see where that would be a problem.
Eliana is a sweet girl. I'm pretty sure she wouldn't have done it if she knew.
No, I probably wouldn't have. Casper also knows that, she's 17 and Casper's like 37.
He's trying not to think of that until he meets him. Yeah.
Aziza has returned with a very round, kind of short bottle of dark liquid and has sat down and begun pouring it in one of the empty plastic cups on the table. You've driven me to this, Uncle. I hope you're pleased.
How is it Mr. Petrova's fault?
I think that he was like the straw that broke the camel's back. That last bit of information that she didn't want.
Then I was her uncle. She knows. She knew I was her uncle.
No, that wasn't the information. And she's going to turn the cup up and down it as if she's done it before because she's had practice in the past couple of years.
Go ahead and roll me stamina.
Oh, I plan on it. I'm just looking to see what my stamina is. Watch her fuck it up. I'm only saying that because my dice last night were horrible. Shut your whore mouth. Just straight stamina.
Yep, just straight stamina.
And I can't spend willpower for this, can I?
Nope.
You can't will yourself to not be drunk.
Oh, yes, I can.
You can't will yourself not to get drunk.
Oh, I'm fine.
And Chris just sees that. He's just like, does alcohol affect Garu differently? Because he just saw her drink what he can presume to be some strong alcohol.
Yeah, you're good. That's 2 successes.
When she gets upset like this, it's always bourbon or whiskey she drinks.
Which are good and strong alcohols.
Yeah.
It's the actual good stuff.
Not necessarily. The Fianna do have a gift that allows them to not get drunk.
Well, I'll need to remember to not try and outdrink a Fianna.
No, it's not a very good idea.
I would suggest try not to outdrink a Fianna or a Petrova. A lot of us can withstand our alcohol.
And he's just like, I've still got 2.5 years before I can start trying. Unless there's some different rules here.
You're a guru here. You're going to need to drink sometimes. You go through a lot of bullshit.
I will leave that up to the people in charge of the sept on whether you drink on sept grounds or not. Until then, no, child, and she will move the bottle farther away from him.
He just raises his hands. I'm not drinking.
I would talk to the den parents. If anyone has to say so, it's them.
So what was the information that I told you that was too much?
You confirmed the dirty truth of our family. You even said my father did. How dare you disgrace my father's name like that?
It's not my fault you did it.
And you talked ill about grandfather, too. Shame on you. They are both great men.
They are.
Doesn't negate the fact that Grandpa Tolia's been fucking his daughter for fucking years now. Or that Alexi's been fucking her too.
Yep. Ziza stands up and goes, enjoy the food. It's free to anyone who wants it. There should be a sign around here that says free food somewhere. I apparently need to go for a really long walk.
But only half of it's food.
And does Chris know that Darla doesn't eat anything but meat?
I was just about to also say that Aziza does motion that there is more meat on the little grill too, that like hot dog links that she was doing for extra.
Maybe. She's had a couple of conversations with I think it was the den mother actually.
Yeah, it was Maeve.
Yeah, but I had not had my first change at that point.
Okay.
At least I don't recall that I did.
No.
I think this was early videos, so.
Okay. So probably not.
So Chris just turns to Darla, and he's just like, there is more than just meat on the table. Do you just not like them, or?
Meat is food.
Yes, meat is a food.
Everything else is what food eats.
You don't like what some people call rabbit food. Gotcha.
It's not food.
Depends on the perspective. I mean, some people, they can't eat meat because it can make them sick, and so
Maybe
they have
that's a
to go with what you call not food.
That sounds awful.
Well, it's not exactly the tastiest, but
Mage must have had a
sorry, what was that?
he looks at Darla going, Maeve must have had a wonderful time with you.
We've discussed this before. She's wrong.
And disagree. He'll laugh and
You going on a moonlight stroll with it?
You know what? Fuck it.
She's gonna go and look.
Aziza is going to run into this young lady.
Oh, she stops and she's like, "Oh, excuse me."
Oh, hello.
Poor little Alexi's daughter with her bottle of honey whiskey.
She'll extend a hand.
She'll extend her free hand. The bottle is her only friend at the moment.
I'm Imogen McFenn.
I'm Aziza Petrova.
You want to roll me a Garu lore check to
Sure.
identify the last name McFinn?
Just Garu or intelligence or
Intelligence and Garu
Okay.
lore.
All right. Oh, that's not a very good dice roll either.
You literally only need one success.
Well, that's fine. I got 2.
McFinn, that is the name of the Ard Rai of the Fianna.
You related to the big guy?
You mean me, Granda Braun?
Yeah. The last name kind of gave it away.
Yeah, it does that.
It's all right, little Rose. I got your back, and she'll hold the bottle up.
You
Oh,
should
wait.
know I'm 16.
Everyone on this sept is a child, aren't they? Either mentally or physically.
I suppose I've not met many people yet.
If you ever meet a Casper Petrova, stay away from him, okay? He's weird.
I mean, she was down by the lake, so, Casper could see them talking from where they're at. She probably didn't make it that far.
No.
I was about to make him join her too, but I'll wait till the
Anyway, I'm a Philodox of the Silent Striders. Nice to meet you.
I'm a kinfolk of the Fianna.
Ziza's just over here in her head going, she's so cute and adorable, innocent, must shelter. How about we walk back this way and talk some? You don't want to go over there. They're all drunk and crazy over there.
Oh. I hadn't planned on going over if there were a few too many people for my liking.
Aziz is literally going to go find a place for them to sit, and she's going to sit down on a rock, and she's like, "Oh, don't you dare say it. She's a daddy's girl."
It's true, though.
How can I say it's true?
How
Her dad's a
how
slut.
far are they, and would Chris have been able to hear what she was saying?
I don't think you have the gift enhanced senses.
I have acute
whatever it's called, acute sense. Oh, you do have acute sense hearing. Oh shit. Yep. So roll me a perception alertness.
Okay. Wait, wrong page. Where is it?
And that gives you a -2 on the difficulty, yes?
I believe so.
Okay, so diff 6. Because I would have given it a diff 8.
Okay, so perception, what?
Alertness.
Okay. So that is, so 5d10.
Greater than or equal to 6F1.
I believe I'm doing this correct. There's no space between the greater than and the 0 and 10, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So this should work. I got 1 success.
1 success. You heard enough.
So Chris just kind of like grabs his plate, stands up. He's just like, Coach, nice seeing you again. And then kind of like leans over to Darla. He's just like, Darla, I think we're getting a bad reputation here. Might want to leave. And he just heads over to a different area. And he just kind of like waves over to Aziza.
She'll wave back. Super friendly with him because he's not a whore.
Casper's happily fucking married!
I'm pretty sure Casper has only ever been with his wife.
We don't know what Casper does alone.
Darla's Darla.
I mean, before, no, but... And Casper, yeah, since he's been with his wife, he's probably only been with his wife since.
Daisy and must be sheltered.
But yeah. Since the others are leaving, Casper will join Aziza because he doesn't know what she said about him.
And Chris is just like, oh no.
I have a question. Did Petra follow Casper?
Yeah, probably.
Oh no. As soon as they approach the size. Oh, what? Is the party over, Uncle?
Well, Chris was
That's where
going the
everyone
street still over there. Besides, you're my niece, I was worried. You were going with a bottle and going to get yourself fucking drunk.
I was not. I know how to hold my liquor now. And besides, I have a new friend.
That's a whole bottle!
Hello. I'm Imogen McFinn.
Hello. I'll extend a hand.
She will also extend a hand.
And this is where it comes in. I'm Casper Petrova.
She blushes a little bit. So your uncle was the one you told me was weird and I should stay away from.
Yes.
Wait, what? Why should she stay away? Yo. Hey, listen, I've told you this many times. You never listen. Your father, and your grandfather I weigh worse than I am. I have a wife now. I haven't been with anyone else since I've been married to her.
The side eye he is getting from Aziza literally looks like a female version of the Lexi staring up at him.
Jesus Christ, you're aren't you?
When he mentions, anything even remotely related to sex, Imogen just goes bright red.
Stop it! You're traumatizing my poor new friend.
You're so...
You're turning the road more red. Leave her be.
But you're the one that...
Also,
I'm
if
sorry.
you would like to roll intelligence Garu lore for Casper,
True, I'm gonna roll that. Let's see.
At least Petra's behaving himself, she's gonna mutter.
Can I also roll? I would have gone with the rest of the group if that's what's happening. What is my Garu lore?
Turns to go law. She didn't give me laws. What's the law normally for?
your kinfolk, so I'll say no higher than 2, unless you
Okay.
buy it up later.
Three successes.
Oh yeah, you know exactly where that name is from.
Garu lore of 2. There it is.
Wait, McFinn. So, big boss of the Fianna.
That's Magranda.
Ah, you come from a very noble family. Pleasure to meet you. And I'm sorry if I made you uncomfortable.
Oof.
That is a
Well,
that,
not a botch.
Not a
'cause
botch.
That's there, but until it's mentioned that her grandfather is, the big boss of the Fianna, she has no fucking idea. She just knows that
big
she
boss.
smells of stupidly high Fianna pure breed.
so wait, that wouldn't be a botch with 2 1s?
Nope,
With a
because there is a
success.
success.
As long as you have a success, it's gonna be a botch
Big boss of what?
of the Fianna.
Oh.
The leader of the Fianna.
Magranda is the Ardrai.
The what?
The Ardrai. It roughly translates to the High King of the Fianna.
Oh. Okay.
The super alpha.
Well, he is the alpha of Silvertara. The Sept of the Tri-Spiral. Chris probably should have came over here. He'd be getting a lesson.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm sorry if I said anything that made you uncomfortable. And whatever she killed Duchess, and whatever this one told you about me is most probably false.
He sees a middle finger slowly extending outside of Imogen's gaze behind her, aimed at him, though. Oh. I guess I should go around and meet a few more people in town. The look she's giving Casper. And then she turns to Darla. I hope I said your name correctly and have that right. And it's like, can I trust you to keep Imogen safe and out of trouble?
I'm not.
My mom is here. It's not like I'm by myself. I'm only 16.
Oh, that's good. Looks at Petra and Casper again.
Casper, fucking Petra looks at her like, you're joking, right? If I slept with someone else, Lita would cut my dick off and feed it to me.
Kind of just like a half shrugging to look like, you never know in this family.
My girlfriend's deed name is Salts the Earth.
Never mind, I'm not worried about you. She's just pointing to Petra.
She would fuck me up.
Seriously?
But she's not his sister, so she's safe, right? That was a little smile like she tried to make a joke.
Casper loses his laughing.
I'm not into that.
She's just gonna pat Darla on the shoulder and she goes, that was a really good attempt.
I'm getting it.
I do have a sister, but God, no. Nope. I'm walking away at that. Nope. And away he goes.
She's gonna go towards Alexi's house and give the rest of the whiskey to Talia. Because she assumes Grandma
Well, Petrova Manor is not on Sept.
Well, then it looks like she's going on an adventure.
Fucking Petrova Manor is in fucking Daytona.
Oh, wow.
That is a huge fucking property.
She'll just box it up and mail it to him. Fuck that.
That's illegal.
Yep. Cannot send alcohol in the mail.
Especially opened alcohol.
Why do you think these things about me?
Because grandfather and father are great men, and you keep besmirching them, so I think to send you force upon their names are actually your sins.
Well, depending on exactly how big the sept is, Daytona is not that far away.
It takes up the entirety of the Ocala National Forest.
Okay, so it's entirely possible that it'd probably be less than half an hour away at some point of the sept.
The main entrance and where most of the stuff is on Sept, though, is near the Ocala entrance to the National Forest.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, because Daytona is...
But this is not a small Sept.
No, it's not. I mean, this is huge.
It's a rank 4 cairn, so...
Yeah.
It's all right. Maybe she'll find a friend that's of age on Sept to share alcohol with someday.
I'm not the one doing that. You have to talk to fucking Lindsay about that.
I think there are a few cubs that are currently of age.
Yes, there are a few. Claire, Jonathan, there are a few more, and I can't remember who all it is.
Is Aiden 21 or 20?
Aiden is 20.
20.
Okay.
For the remaining few days, he's actually going to turn 21 on Halloween.
Ah, okay.
Alana is 16. Brenna is 18. Deacon is of age. Derek is not. Yuri and Demi are 6.
Yeah. Okay, so they are 6, so they would have to wait another 15 years before they'd be allowed to drink, or would it be different because they are metis?
It's...
Is it a situational thing?
Because of the way they age, their bodies are adult as soon as they have their first change. I'll explain it later.
Okay.
But, yes. If nobody else has any declarations, I think that's a pretty good place to.
Go finish her walk. It's been over an hour. Aziza can leave the group. If Imogen's mom is around, she's safe.
You gonna drop Imogen off with her mom?
I'll make sure she's in view because I'm not leaving Cass.
Her mom is not like right in view, but
yeah. I honestly, the only thing that I'm kind of like expecting is
oh, trust me, Estrella will catch up with him.
Yeah,
don't worry.
I'm just expecting that to come up. They're just gonna be like, oh crap. Because he's expecting the worst, which is kind of why he's just like, I'm not actively seeking her out.
Yeah, anyways, yeah.
If no one else has any declarations, I will kind of call the scene to an end there. Okay. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. This has been a scene for Unmask Orlando.